Have you fastened your seatbelt? If you haven't, then do it now, before your aircraft runs into turbulence. You must have heard the air hostess reminding the passengers to keep the seatbelts on even after the plane has leveled out at 30,000 feet. Well, why should you fasten the seatbelts during your entire flight? News9 Plus Decodes. Turbulence can hit any time without any warning. It happens in split seconds, and if you're not wearing a seatbelt, you will experience zero gravity and hit the ceiling and then land on the floor with devastating injuries. And if the turbulence is longer, you may go through this violent process many times over. In the case of Singapore Airlines, the rapid transition between climb and descent led to the injuries. So, during the sudden climb, positive G-forces on the passengers would have caused them to feel that they have been pinned down in their seats. And seconds later, the rapid descent would have led to negative G-forces, leading to those without seatbelts smashing their body onto the ceiling of the cabin and being flung back down. The aircraft went through another cycle of sharp climb and descent, causing more damage and injuries. 2 more airlines reported air turbulence related injuries in the last 1 week. A Turkish Airlines flight attendant broke her back in a domestic flight. 12 people were injured on a Qatar Airways flight from Doha to Dublin. So, could seatbelts have prevented spinal injuries to Singapore Airlines passengers? It was breakfast time on board the ill-fated flight, and it is likely that some passengers were not fastened up. Majority of the passengers had the protective belt, and that is proof enough that if you are belted up, then you can save your spine and your life. So, how are car seatbelts different than aircraft seatbelts? The main difference is that cars have shoulder belts to protect you in a crash, and the shoulder belt keeps you from flying forward. The airplane seatbelts protect you during turbulence, in which the aircraft sees a sudden climb or descent. So, should airlines upgrade the seatbelt warning system? At present, the seatbelt light is turned on by the pilot, but usually no one bothers to check. Well, there needs to be a change in the law and in the flyer's mind. In modern cars, you hear a beep when the seatbelt is taken off, and the sound continues till you wear the seatbelt. That could be the first step that authorities can take to ensure that habitual offenders are identified. Secondly, but crucially, safety should be a personal priority for a flyer. Self-awareness is the only way to protect yourself. So, belt up and stay safe.